The Cursed Isle is one of the most creative and inspiring games that I've ever played, developed by some of the most talented people in the games industry. It's also a fun game where you can play with your friends. The game includes more than 20 types of dinosaurs, such as Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, Therizinosaurus, and so much more. And the graphics and the animations are nothing to complain about. I can never describe the beauty of this game, but there's only one thing that makes this game the worst game I ever played: the toxicity, or the dino racism, or whatever you call it. It's the same thing. If you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about the toxic community that made this game worse. In today's video, I want to take a look at the Cursed Isle as a survival game, and also explain why is its community so toxic, and I feel like I can give some suggestions to fix this issue. If it wasn't already obvious, yes, the Cursed Isle is a game about survival where everyone tries to be the strongest, but some players annoy others for no reason, just for fun. They also don't stick to the rules and the fair play and just kill for fun. But why? Why do these players break the rules and ruin the game? Well, the matter is due to a few reasons, such as the server. The server brings players from all over the world, which unfortunately cause players to express bad thoughts against players from different countries or cultures. This increases toxicity and makes the game experience unpleasant for many. They also treat others badly just because they're from a different country or culture, and they would want to kill them just because they're not from the same country. And let me ask you a question. How many times you got killed by someone just because you couldn't speak their language? One of the things that cause players to break the rules is that there isn't much to do. What I mean is, the game's kind of boring and the map is kind of small and doesn't look great. It's nothing but a map full of roads, rivers, cliffs, and mountains. So convoluted and confusing, and there are no places to explore. It's a dead map. It's been more than 2 years since they made this map, so they have to create another very large map with places to explore and changing regions, featuring different biomes like a snowy area, a dense forest, an open area, and a desert. I know this ain't going to be easy, and it would take a lot of work and time, but I assure you, it's going to be worth it. The rules of the game sometimes, they don't make any sense, and they can be illogical. Let's take this one for example. You cannot kill anyone unless you're hungry. But how on earth am I supposed to get hungry and hunt when there are carcasses everywhere? Everywhere you go on this map, there is at least 1 or 2 carcasses. This is where the isle gets interesting. You put a player in a state of extreme boredom, where they can't hunt or do anything but break the rules just so they can have some fun. But the developers thought that if they made a sandbox server where the players can do whatever they want to do, like killing and mix packing, it would somehow fix the problem, but it didn't work out. It just made things worse. And not to mention the broken reporting system. You see, if you want to report someone, you have to go to the Discord server and click on reports, but you're going to need to record a video. And this is the part that I hate. I mean, do I need to record all the time just so I could report someone for breaking the rules? It's kind of frustrating, though. I think this is the time where I come in and give some of my suggestions to fix this problem, starting with each country should have its own server, like a server for Russians, one for the Americans, another one, Arabs, etc. This would definitely reduce racism among players. The second thing is a bigger map, and fun activities would prevent boredom and keep players busy with real adventures instead of trolling. And as you know, More content increases positive interaction on the server. The third thing is scheduling playtimes and events. That would reduce frustration for new players and toxic competition. Also, if we could have an active moderators on the server, that would definitely reduce bad behavior, because they simply can monitor players who harass others or break the rules and punish them quickly. And pretty much that's it. I hope the developers take a look at this. The Cursed Isle isn't really a bad game. It's the community that makes it worse. And hopefully in the very near future, this nightmare will end soon. I know that the developers are trying to do their best, but they're still missing the big picture. In the end, toxicity in the Cursed Isle isn't impossible to fix. I'm not sure if it's too late, but maybe we can still stop things from getting worse, right? We can't fix it unless, if we work together, if every player tries to be calmer, kinder, and more cooperative, the toxicity will drop and the game will become a better place for everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.